Modern dating can feel like navigating a maze with changing rules, mixed signals, and endless possibilities. Why do some relationships flourish while others fade? And what does it really take to build a meaningful connection in today's world? Whether you're single, dating, or in a long term partnership, understanding the foundations of healthy relationships can transform your entire experience. Welcome to How Expert Tip of the Day, where we bring you real world tips from our how to guides on all topics from A to Z. If you want to learn even more in depth strategies, examples, and techniques on this topic, check out How Expert Guide to Dating and Relationships. Available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes& Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. Dating and relationships aren't just about finding the right person, they're about becoming the right person, communicating effectively, and nurturing connection intentionally. Today, we'll break down what dating really involves, how relationships grow, and the key principles that help you build healthy, fulfilling connections with others. First, self awareness is the foundation of healthy relationships. Before you can build a successful relationship, you must understand yourself, your needs, values, boundaries, and emotional patterns. Self awareness helps you choose partners wisely and communicate honestly. For example, if you value stability but keep dating people who are unpredictable or inconsistent, the relationship will naturally clash. Knowing your non negotiables helps you avoid mismatches early and invest your time in the right connections. A quick takeaway: clarity within yourself leads to clarity with others. Two, communication is more than words. Great communication isn't just about saying what you feel, it's about expressing yourself clearly, listening without judgment, and understanding your partner's perspective. People often assume communication means talking, but the most powerful part is listening. When someone feels heard and understood, emotional intimacy grows naturally. Picture a couple debating weekend plans. Instead of arguing, they pause, listen to each other's needs, and find a compromise that respects both viewpoints. That simple act transforms the conversation from conflict to cooperation. Tip: communicate to understand, not just to respond. Third, chemistry matters, but compatibility sustains. Chemistry creates the spark, but compatibility keeps the fire burning. Chemistry is the excitement, attraction, and emotional pull that draws two people together. It feels magical, but it's not enough on its own. Compatibility is shared values, lifestyle alignment, emotional maturity, and life goals that work well together over time. A couple may have incredible chemistry on the first few dates, but if one wants to travel the world and the other wants to settle in one town forever, the relationship will face challenges. The key is to enjoy the chemistry but choose based on compatibility. Four, boundaries create safety and respect. Boundaries are not walls, they are guidelines that define what feels healthy, respectful, and comfortable for you. Strong boundaries actually deepen connection because they create trust, clarity, and emotional safety. Boundaries can be emotional, physical, digital, or relational. They might include how much alone time you need, what topics are sensitive, or how you prefer to handle conflict. A simple example: if you prefer not to text constantly throughout the day, sharing that preference early prevents misunderstandings later. Remember, boundaries protect relationships, not limit them. 5. Conflict is normal. It's how you handle it that matters. No relationship is free from disagreement. What separates healthy relationships from unhealthy ones is how couples approach conflict. Successful couples don't avoid conflict, they manage it constructively. They use I statements, stay calm, avoid blame, and focus on solutions rather than winning the argument. Imagine two partners disagreeing about finances. Instead of attacking each other, they discuss their beliefs about money and find a system that works for both of them. The conflict becomes an opportunity for teamwork and deeper understanding. Tip: treat conflicts as conversations, not battles. Sixth, dating is a learning process, not a race. There's no universal timeline for dating. Some relationships grow quickly, others slowly. What matters is the quality of connection, not the speed. Every dating experience teaches you something: what you value, what you need, and how you show up in relationships. Even if a date doesn't lead to a long term partnership, it can still offer meaningful insight. Take your time, stay curious, and don't compare your journey to anyone else's. Love grows at its own pace. 7. Healthy relationships require consistent effort. A relationship doesn't end when you enter it, it's where the real work begins. Love grows through small daily actions: appreciation, communication, support, kindness, shared experiences, and intentional effort. Think of a relationship like a garden. Without consistent care, it withers. With attention, presence, and nurturing, it thrives. A couple who regularly checks in with each other emotionally, discussing feelings, goals, and challenges, naturally builds trust and resilience over time. The takeaway: effort isn't optional, it's essential. Consider Sam and Jordan, a couple who met at a coffee shop. At first, it was all chemistry, long conversations, laughter, and an immediate connection. But as the relationship grew, they faced challenges: different communication styles, different social needs, and different conflict habits. Instead of giving up, they learned to understand one another. Sam discovered he needed space to process emotions. Jordan learned to communicate more calmly and directly. Through curiosity, compromise, and consistent effort, they built a strong, supportive partnership rooted in respect and shared values. Their story illustrates that relationships aren't built on perfection. They're built on awareness, communication, and intentional growth. Relationships thrive when built on self awareness, open communication, healthy boundaries, and genuine compatibility. Conflict doesn't destroy relationships, disconnection does. With patience, curiosity, and consistent effort, dating becomes a journey of learning and relationships become opportunities for deep, meaningful connection. Mic drop line: love isn't found, it's built. For even more tips, techniques, and practical examples on this topic, check out How Expert Guide to Dating and Relationships, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes& and Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. How Expert publishes how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. Visit howexpert.com to learn more.